your CIGTV News Update, community news headlines, and weather forecast, I'm Donna Bush. The annual Deputy Governor's 5K event is happening this Sunday, September 29th, here on Grand Cayman. This year, 3 organizations will benefit from the funds raised, and one of those organizations is the Alex Panton Foundation.
The Alex Panton Foundation is very happy to be a recipient this year of the DGK 5K. Not to mention the monetary aspect of it, but it's also the publicity that we as the foundation will get, and again trying to overcome the stigma of mental health in the Cayman Islands.
The Cayman Islands Crisis Center and the Special Needs Foundation are also recipients of this year's big event. On Sunday morning, hundreds and hundreds of participants are expected to join Deputy Governor Franz Manderson for the 6th annual event, starting right here at the Government Administration Building. The Deputy Governor is encouraging everyone to participate, whether you want to enjoy a walk alongside friends or push for a personal best. And of course, you still have time to get registered by going online to caymanactive.com/DGs 5K. Well, in the aftermath of Hurricane Dorian on Abaco and Grand Bahamas Island, the 2 islands in the Bahamas hardest hit by the hurricane recently, a team of 6 registered nurses from the Cayman Islands Health Services Authority and Health City Cayman Islands have joined the disaster relief efforts in the Bahamas. While they're providing relief support to healthcare workers over a 2-week period. The group will be conducting clinics and assisting with any necessary medical care. Nurses from the HSAs are experienced in specialty areas from critical care and operating room to maternity and emergency care. The efforts are being organized by Health Minister Dwayne Seymour, HSA CEO Lizette Yearwood, and Chief Medical Officer Dr. John Lee. Now, 3 hospitals in Grand Cayman provided the Bahamas with over 4,000 pounds of medical supplies recently. Ms. Yearwood noted that a second group of medical professionals will be sent in early October to give some relief to the nurses who will then return home. In other news from the HSA, it's a story we first told you about on Wednesday. They say the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has voluntarily recalled 14 lots of prescriptions ranitidine capsules that are distributed by Sandoz Incorporated. This brand, they say, is currently not stocked by the Cayman Islands Health Services Authority. The HSA continues to closely monitor the updates, though, from various regulatory bodies on the matter, and will provide further information as it becomes available. In the meantime, the HSA has recommended that its patients continue taking their ranitidine as prescribed by their doctors. Well, senior managers from a wide range of first response agencies completed a 3-day strategic level incident command systems training course this month. ICS is a system designed to be used or applied from the time an incident occurs until the requirement for management and operations no longer exists. ICS can be used to cope with incidents of any kind of complexity. The PAHO training was hosted by the Hazard Management Cayman Islands and delivered by Chief Safety Officer for the Cayman Islands Airport Authority, Mr. Andrew McLaughlin, as well as RCIPS inspector, Ian Yearwood. It was a useful course, said RCIPS Superintendent Adrian Seals. The training provided an opportunity for senior leaders from a range of agencies to work together to emergency response with multiple agencies can be complex, and as such, we need to ensure it is well coordinated, he continued. Now, 9 first responders took the 3-day course. The training covered a variety of incidents, including emergency medical situations, hazardous materials incidents, as well as vehicle accidents, earthquakes and fires, flooding, and public health threats, such as pandemics. Well, this story making headlines from the Radio Cayman newsroom. Organizers of the 2019 Brac Autumn Festival are encouraging you to join them for this year's exciting event. So festival programs manager Simone Scott tells Radio Cayman there will be many old-time Cayman demonstrations, as just mentioned, as well as cooking on the caboose, candy making, interactive coconut oil press, and great local food and music. Now, for more details on the upcoming festival, you can head over to CaymanBracAutumnFestival.com online. Finally, let's take a look at today's weather forecast for our area from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. A broad area of low pressure across the Western Caribbean will continue to support light winds and seas across the Cayman Islands area for the next 24 hours. Turning now to the tropical outlook from the National Hurricane Center for the North Atlantic Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico. The National Hurricane Center is advising on Tropical Storm Karen, which is located several hundred miles south of Bermuda, and on Hurricane Lorenzo, located over the eastern tropical Atlantic. No tropical cyclone formation is expected during the next 5 days. And the local forecast for today calls for partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Winds will blow from the east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Remember, for additional weather information, you can go online to weather.gov.ky. The latest forecast can also be found on their Facebook page and on Weather Radio Dial 107.9 FM. And of course, don't forget, you can download the National Weather Services app, CINWS, to have the latest weather information available at your fingertips. And that's the latest from us here at CIG Television. To see what's on programming, you can go online to gis.gov.ky and be sure to click on the publications icon at the bottom of the home page. If you missed today's news update, you can go to the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page as well as the CIG Television YouTube channel. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a wonderful and, of course, a very safe night, and hoping you'll join me back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
I'm Jody Ann Fowry. I'm the Police Media Officer with the RCIPS, and I'm here to give you some crime prevention tips on how to best protect your property. The first thing that we want to discuss is our points of entries. Let's start with the front door, and then we'll move on to the windows and the back doors or sliding glass doors. The first thing to consider is the front door. This particular front door has 2 deadbolt locks. One of these deadbolt locks are properly carpentered and the other is not. When your door is properly locked, you'll hear a click at the end and the deadbolts are not able to move. If it is slightly opened, then you can push the deadbolt back without having any restrictions. I'll now proceed to show you what your lock should look like when it is properly locked. When it comes to your windows, you want to make sure that your window is locked all the way down, because even though the lock is on, if it's not all the way down, it can still be pried. The proper way to lock the window is to make sure that the window goes all the way down to the seal and then you pull across the lock. When you have a sliding glass door at home, you want to make sure that you have secondary locking devices in addition to the lock that comes with the door. One of those can be a simple piece of wood that's jamming the doorway. We want to encourage you to ensure that you don't make things easy for burglars who are looking for opportunities to break into property by leaving your property out in plain view. Some of these items are your car keys, your electronics, and your handbags. Make sure that you put these properties away when you're leaving the house or when you're going to bed. When you're going camping or if you're taking your family on a trip, you want to ensure that your property has some sign of life. This can be done by leaving a light on or putting timers on your lights. And we want to ensure that our family homes are safe. In order to do so, we encourage that people take the proper precautions by starting up neighborhood watches or encouraging family members or persons they trust to check on their properties while they're away.
Did you know that planning permission is required for a shed? Did you know you should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required?